Ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a treat today because I'm going to be showing you how to automate Instagram Reels just like this one on screen in a matter of seconds using AI. This will be one of my craziest videos to this day, and it's actually going to be able to create captions for us. It's going to clone my voice using AI to speak over those captions, and it's going to post the content for us without us doing anything. We literally just need to click one button to be able to do this entire automation. Now, to show you what we're going to be automating, let me just play this Instagram Reel from Alex Hormozi right here.
One of my goals in life is to need nothing from no one. And that's because...
So that's a small snippet, but let me just give you a quick overview of this workflow. And then I'm going to be building it from scratch, step by step. And it's going to be really simple. You're going to be shocked at how easy, and it's pretty much free. So I don't see why you wouldn't use this. So let me just show you this. The first thing this automation is going to do is search Google Sheets for quotes. It's going to turn those quotes we put into actual AI voice. So it's going to clone my voice. It's then going to actually upload that to Google Drive. And then it's actually going to do the whole editing process and captions for us, completely unique pieces of content. And then we can even post it to social media, which I'll explain down the road. So TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. It's crazy. But to show you what this looks like once the process has done, let me just show you this.
It's not the strongest that survive nor the fittest, but rather those who can adapt to their environment.
So this took me like 30 seconds. However, you could get way better graphics and stuff. But the point is that this is completely AI generated. So let me actually dive into this step by step. So the first thing you're going to do is head over to make.com. So if you haven't already gotten a Make account, this is just how we build the automation. It's completely free, doesn't cost you anything, no card. It's amazing. You also need Canva, which is also free. So I've purposely made this as affordable. It's going to be a few dollars. Like, think about how crazy that is. A few dollars for the entire month using this. The only thing you have to pay for is a tool called 11 Labs. So those are the free softwares, Canva, 11 Labs, and make.com. That's all you need. And I'm actually going to be building this from complete scratch. So the first thing you're going to do is head over to make.com and you're going to create a new scenario at the top right. So once you click on create a new scenario, we then need to create a trigger. So a trigger is telling Make what we want to start the workflow with. And we're going to be using Google Sheets to start the workflow. So what you're going to do is you are going to click on Google Sheets once it appears. And once you've done that, we're then going to scroll down to search new rows. So what this is doing is this is searching rows within a Google Sheet to be able to then give to 11 Labs to clone your voice, and then it's going to start the editing process, which I'll explain down the road. But first of all, just connect your Google Sheets to make.com. Once you do this for yourself, there'll be a guide on how to do this, so it's really easy. And once you've done that, select the spreadsheet that you want. So I've created a spreadsheet already. I've just called it Hormozi style Reels. You can call it whatever you want, but obviously you know how to create a Google Sheet. It's really easy. And then you can just pop some quotes in there, which I'll explain in a second on how to use AI to do that. But let's just find the Google Sheet that we want. So if we scroll down, we can find Hormozi right here. Hormozi style Reels is the same one. And we then want to select sheet 1 because there's only one sheet. For table contains headers, we're going to select yes. Column range, let's just do A to Z. You can leave this as how it is. So filter, just put this. It should already do that. Sort order, really important. We want ascending, and we want to order by row or row number. And then we want to put maximum number of returned rows as 1, and then click OK. So what we're going to do now is we're going to just get some quotes. So what you can do is you can head over to any YouTube video or podcast that you want. It could be your own content. I highly recommend doing this for your own content just so it's yours and not other people's. But I'm just going to be showcasing Hormozi, for example. You can, let's take this video, for example. So get the URL. Give it a second to load. Head over to a tool called tactic.io. And we're going to, so to show you what this would look like on your end, yeah, you'll go to tactic.io/tool/YouTube transcript, paste in the URL, get video transcript, and within a matter of seconds, it's actually going to put the entire transcript here. We can then just go into ChatGPT and tell it to give us 10 quotes from that. So just say, give me 10 powerful quotes from the transcript, chuck in the transcript, and just like that, you would have 10 quotes. And then we can put those quotes into Google Sheets. So if we just take this one, So this is a good quote by Hormozi, and let's place it into the thing right here. So his quote is, "You want to create the most compelling proof as possible, in which is the type of proof that can be least likely to be faked." That's really good advice. So that's what we're going to be creating the entire Instagram reel based off. So once you've done that, let's go back to make.com, and we're then going to add 11 labs. So if you search for 11 labs, you can see that we've got it right here, and we're going to create a speech synthesis. Just like what we've done before, we're going to connect your things. You do need your API key. So how you get that is by going into 11 labs, signing up. And if you go down to, I believe it should be in settings. So if we go down here, and if we go to, I don't actually want to leak my thing, but it's profile plus API key down here. And then you'll get an API key, and that is really how it works. And then you basically just go back into Make and you place your API key here. So this just allows us to connect 11 labs into make.com in its simplest form. So it's connecting two softwares together. That's what an API key does. And then once you've done that, for the voice, you're going to need to create your voice in 11 labs. So how you do this is you basically want to click on add new voice right here, and you want to click on instant voice cloning. And then you actually want to record yourself speaking. So you do this once, and then 11 Labs knows your tonality and how you speak, so it can then replicate it using AI. So if you click on record audio and just record a 30-second segment of you speaking, call it whatever you want, and then you're good to go. Give it a second and it will just add a voice. And then you can see that I've got my voice down here somewhere called Charlie's voice. If we click play, so you can see it actually sounds like me, which is really funny. But if we go back into Make, we want to select that as our voice. So call it something unique so it stands out, in case one of your names is like one of these already. These are just templates that you get in in 11 Labs. So let's click on my one. For the model, let's click on, I don't think it matters too much, but we can just click on, I'm trying to think what I put in this one. So I can tell you what I put. So I put 11 multi. Yeah, so I think I put the top one. So yeah, I just put the top one. You can put, I think, whichever one you want. Yeah, so I don't think that matters too much. For the text, if we go back into my one, let's see what I put. So I just put the quote. So what you want to do is click on quote A, and that's essentially going to search for new rows. So it won't just do this every time. It will generate a unique quote, and you can even add a new module to make sure it updates the Google Sheet so it doesn't repeat the same quote twice. But I'm just going to make this really simple and not go there in this video. But yeah, put the text as quotes so it knows what to speak. And obviously it will generate a new one each time. Or what you can do is you can literally just copy and paste a new quote in there once a day. And that's like all you have to do. And then just click like run once and it will just do it. So that's pretty much like as easy as it gets. So for stability, let me just quickly check what I got. So you can leave that blank. Yeah, you can leave that blank. So just click OK. And yeah, that is that. Make sure you save it as you go. Just click save anyway. And if we go back here, what we need to do now is to add a Google Drive. So what we would do is search for Drive, and I believe it's get a shared drive. However, I could be wrong. So I'll tell you what it is right now. So I think it is create a folder. So yeah, you would click on Google Drive and you would do create a folder. Make sure you've added your Google Drive to here. So once again, just like what we did with Google Sheets, make sure you've connected the right Google Drive. And yeah, for the folder location, you can put this wherever you want. Let's just call it content for IG, and let's just call it, this doesn't really matter. Let's just call it file size or file name even. This doesn't matter at all. You can put anything here pretty much. For share folder, I'm trying to think if I put, yeah, you want to put yes, role. So this is just making sure that it's public. So once it has created our AI clone of the quote, it's then just going to upload to Google Drive. And we want to make sure that this is public. So reader, anyone, click OK. And then if we go back into this one, we then just want to upload a file. So if we go here, click upload file, upload file. So it's actually in Google Drive. That's why. upload a file. So yeah, or maybe it's this one. Yeah, I was thinking that the wrong one, but now just go for folder ID. I believe I'm trying to think what we put in this one. I'll be able to show you in a second. So it's folder ID basically, and then this is file is the 11 Labs. So if we try and find that quickly, I believe it is, need to find this. I believe it's just this one. That's as simple as I can put it. And then you would want to click OK. However, it could be file must not be empty. So it might be, if we go here, maybe it's, let me quickly check the other one. So it's folder ID. I don't know what I put. No, I think it is the top one. It should just be the top one. Yeah, it should be the top one. Enter manually, I think is fine. And then yeah, that's fine. There you go. Perfect. I don't know why it makes being weird for whatever reason. Same with this one. I'm not sure why there's a plus there. Sometimes make is just strange. But yeah, I think this should be okay. I think it's because it wants something here. So if we just put that okay, that just solves it pretty much. It's easy. But yeah, and you can actually run the automation as you go. So I won't run this now, but in a second I'm going to run this to show you how it's worked so far. And then we want to get a share link. So if we go here, we want to use drive again, and then we want to get a share link. So get a share link, and for the file, I think we want file ID. I believe it is that one. Let me just quickly check though. I don't want to mess it up. So it is that one, file ID, reader, anyone. So let's quickly do this. So file ID, reader, make sure it's anyone. So this is just giving permission to actually see. And then I believe that is yes. Oh no, it's no. Okay. So if we click OK now, and if we quickly, actually, yeah, let's run this right now to see what happens. So perfect. As you can see, it has ran the workflow successfully. What it's done is it's taken the quote in the Google Sheet, it's cloned our voice, so it's actually spoken that quote, and it's even given us a file name, which is awesome. And then what it's done is it's created a folder in Google Drive. It has uploaded this file of my voice, and it has given us a share link. So if we click on this, so let's go into Google Drive quickly. If we click on this, this is what it's generated. So if we quickly go here, and it should be this quote. So you want to create the most compelling proof as possible.
You want to create the most compelling proof as possible, which is the type of proof that would be the least likely to be faked.
So you can see that this is what it's saying. So it's actually done this completely for us with one click. It's cloned our voice, and now it is speaking that quote for us.
Which is the type of proof that would be the least likely to be faked.
Which is amazing, but it's only going to get crazier from this point on. So now, what we're going to do is, if we go back to the original thing, there's only one more step, which is going to put everything together, and it's going to create everything for us. So what you're going to do is go over to Canva, and this is the easiest part, right? Just create yourself a Instagram photo, and you can have this as a video playing in the background. That's also cool. You can get so creative with this. It's going to be ridiculous. But in this case, let's just upload a photo of ourselves, which we're going to have as the background. You upload any photo of yourself that you want. You can make it more like Hormozi, where it's one of you sitting down, or it could be a video. That's also totally cool. One thing is you just need to make sure that it's the right size. So we're going to be doing 1080 by 1920, and that is what you want to export it as. And then we can move on to the final step of the workflow, which is the most important. And so well done, because you've got to the final part of the video where we're just going to be merging everything together to be able to create the reel for TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram, whatever you want. And this is the part that you need to pay attention to the most. So the first thing you are going to do is add a HTTP. So click on HTTP, and we're going to be doing make a request. Now, once you've done that, you are going to copy this exact URL. So HTTPS, you can pause the video, but you're going to copy that. You're going to put the method as post. So put the method as post, and there's going to be two like filters essentially. So the first one is going to be content type, and then it's going to be application/JSON, and then the second one is going to be x/API/key, and then the value is going to be an API key which you need to follow right here. So you're going to head over to a website called jason2video.com. Now, once you have entered that URL, you are going to get your API key. And once you've got your API key, you are then going to paste it in just like here, right? So it's going to look something like this. And once you've done that, you're pretty much done. We're going to keep the body type as raw, content type as JSON, and now we're going to get this code. So what we're going to do is, once you are inside jason2video.com, we're going to click on movie templates, and we're going to add a new template, right? So if we click on add a new template, you can see that it's given us one here. And the first thing we're going to do is change the actual dimensions. So go to custom on the other right. We're going to put the width as 1080. We're going to put the height as 1920. And now we are going to go over to add a new element here. And we're going to add an image. So click on add. And we're going to upload. If we click on image now, you're going to click on this pencil. And you're going to upload the file that we downloaded from Canva. So you're going to click on that. In this case, we've got it right here. So let's click on it. You can do scale to fit, doesn't really matter. And then once you've done that, that's all you need to do for that. We're going to add a new element right here. And we're going to add the subtitles. This is really important. So for the subtitles, if we click on it, we're going to have the style as classic progression. So you can see that, to show you an example, you can see this here, but let's just make the font size 100 or even a bit bigger. Let's do 120 so you can see what it looks like. You can see that if we quickly play it, you can see that it's down here, but we want to make this way better, right? So for the font, you can do Arial, you can do all of these different ones. Let's just click this one. I think it's quite a clean one. And then the position, you want kind of center. So it's placing it here now. And if you see, if we reload it, because it gives us a more accurate one, and then play, you can see that it's actually typing out the text, where this is going to replace through the AI voice, basically. So it's going to speak and it's going to adjust it for us on autopilot once we actually run this automation. So that is that. Obviously, you can change the position, you can change the style, you can change whatever you want. You can play around with this. You can get your own style, but the possibilities are actually endless. But now we're going to click on add a new element. We're going to do audio, and you're going to click on add, and then we're going to leave that blank. So we're not touching anything. We're going to name this. Let's just call it example for YT. And sometimes it doesn't save, but let's just go back, see if it has. So it hasn't, but we know it's this top one. So this is just what it is. And then you're going to click on this I button here, and it's going to give you the code. So copy this code, head over back to make, and you're going to, if we look at what we've done here, you're essentially going to paste this code as, so let me just show you as you were looking at this from like a beginner point of view. You would just add the code. I'm trying to remove that. So it will look like this. The content type is JSON, and then the request content, you just paste the code in. That is as simple as I can put it. But now you need to pay attention, because this is really important. What you're going to do is you're going to copy this part, because now we are explaining to Make how we're going to create a unique piece of content every single time. So you're going to copy this all the way across, and you're going to do Control-C. You are then going to place a comma, and you're going to click enter, and then you're going to paste it. So it should look like this. But now what we're going to do is, instead of putting type here, we're going to search for SRC, so the source. And then for the audio, we are actually going to put the web content link. So this is the Google Drive link with our audio in, but this will be in a different audio each time. But this acts as kind of like a field that's going to be changed each time. So that is how it's going to generate a unique piece of content each time. And then the subtitles will match automatically. So if we click OK, because that's all you need to do, OK. And just like that, you have pretty much done it. So if we run this, you can see that it has gone through OpenAI, it's gone through the Google Sheets. It's created the AI clone of my voice using the quote in there. it's uploaded a folder and the shareable link, and it's then actually done this. So if we now go back into JSON and we go to render logs, you'll see that there'll be the actual edit done for us. You can see here that it's done. So if we watch this, fingers crossed, it's going to be, it's just going to be an example that it's done live, so you know it works.
You want to create the most compelling proof as possible, which is the type of proof that would be the least likely to be faked.
There you go. It has just done the actual thing for us. We haven't had to edit it. We haven't had to add the captions. So now all you need to do is just add a new quote in here each day. So delete this. And if we go to ChatGPT and we just take another one. So if we click on this one and paste this in here. So this one is, your promise is not unique. Your proof is. Everyone in the marketplace promises the same thing. The question is whether they can back it up. Amazing. So if we were to run this automation now, by going here and just clicking run, and you can actually schedule this so it runs at a set time each day. And I'm now going to show you how to post this to social media really simply. So if we click run once and give it a second, so I'll probably talk in a second, but I'm going to explain how to actually upload this to social media. However, what you would want is, in this use case, you would definitely want to get a human to check it. So it can obviously auto create the everything pretty much. So right now it's actually creating it and it's done it. So if we go into JSON, there'll be a new one. Let's just refresh this. So it's just done a new one in a matter of seconds, but we can automate this by scheduling it. So if we view this, if we go here quickly, you would want to add a, you can use Airtable or Google Sheets, but you'd want to manually check it before posting it to social media is what I'm trying to say. But then what you can do once that's loading, we can actually add a router here. So click on router, which gives us different directions, and you can search for Instagram. So Instagram for business. You can create a reel post. Obviously you would connect your Instagram and other social media. So if you want to do TikTok, you can do TikTok by essentially then, you can do TikTok. You can do, I haven't used TikTok myself, but you can do YouTube as well. You can definitely do Facebook. You can do YouTube Shorts 100%. So upload a video. You just need to create the connection. So you can actually run this automatically. Like, yeah, so let's pause this. So you can see that it's actually done this one in a matter of seconds.
Your proof is, everyone in the marketplace promises the same thing. The question is whether they can back it up.
So you can see it's done that from this one, which is amazing. And you can just do this once a day. All you have to do is just put a new quote in here and it's going to create the content for you. Crazy. And you can actually, you can take it a level up by using Perplexity to essentially generate like this for you. But we've used ChatGPT to generate these quotes. But you can obviously have an extra part before this where it would put a quote in this Google Sheet for you. So you don't have to do anything. And you could have that based off like news or like articles that are on the web. So you can really get creative with this. So it's like 100% automated, but right now it's 99% automated because you can schedule this like whenever you want. So if you want to schedule this at like once or every day at a set time, so it's going to run and post to Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, you can do that. But hopefully you enjoyed this video. I will put this exact automation in my Skool community. If you haven't joined my Skool community already, I don't know what you're doing. It's by far the best in the market, in my opinion, because I actually give you done for you automations and free Go High Level. So if you've made it this far, I can tell you're serious about your business. So I would just recommend joining because I'll give you this thing really easily so you can just import it. So imagine just being able to import this in a matter of seconds. And you also get like 15 other Go High Level automations, plus like enough, an amazing community, as you can see here, people winning, sharing ideas, 40 hours of content. We do coaching calls. We have, content. It is absolutely wonderful. So this will be the first link in the description. Definitely recommend joining that. And you can say hi to me and I'll answer your questions or help you. You can see with coaching calls. But that will be the first link in the description. If you don't want to join that, just drop a like and subscribe. Hopefully you did find this valuable. Like the value is pretty insane. I haven't seen anyone else make videos on this, but yeah, if you, did just share with a friend potentially. Comment what videos you want next and I'll catch you in the next video. Take care and have a wonderful day.